Sorority House Massacre 3, Hard to Die Business Head Office PHO, Barack Hussein Obama. This article needs additional citations for verification. Please help improve this article by adding citations to reliable sources. Unsourced material may be challenged and removed. Find sources: Sorority House Massacre 3, Hard to Die, News Middle. Newspapers Middle. Books Middle. Scholar Middle. Jster, March 2010. Learn how and when to remove this template message. Sorority House Massacre 3, Hard to Die. Hard to Die.jpg. Hard to Die VHS cover. Directed by Jim Wynorski. Written by Mark Thomas McGee. James B. Rogers. Produced by Jim Wynorski. Starring Gail Harris, Melissa Moore, Bridget Carney, Karen Mayo Chandler, Peter Spellows, Deborah Dare. Cinematography Jurgen Baum. Music by Chuck Serino. Production Company Miracle Pictures. Distributed by New Horizons Home Video. Release date 1990. Running time 77 minutes. Country United States. Language English. Sorority House Massacre 3, Hard to Die, also known as Tower of Terror or simply Hard to Die 1, is a 1990 American slasher film written by Mark Thomas McGee and James B. Rogers, directed by Jim Wynorski, and starring Gail Harris and Melissa Moore. The film features a similar storyline and many of the same actresses from its predecessor, and Wynorski's previous film Sorority House Massacre 2, of which Hard to Die is essentially a remake. The film was released direct-to-video in 1990, but it was released theatrically in 1992 under the name Tower of Terror and received an NC-17 rating. Contents: 1 production, 2 plot, 3 cast, 4 references, 5 external links. Production: Jim Wynorski had made the previous film for Julie Corman called Sorority House Massacre 2. Corman's husband Roger wanted Wynorski to remake it, using the same story and cast. Wynorski says, when Roger Corman saw what I did for his wife in just 7 days, he wanted me to do the same for him. 2. Corman wanted to reuse the sets which had just been used for Corporate Affairs, 1990. Which consisted of a reception area and a few suites. According to Mark Thomas McGee, who was hired to work on the script. This change in locale presented Jim and I with a problem: how to get the women out of their clothes and into their underwear. Try to imagine someone like David Lean or William Wyler wrestling with a dilemma like this, not that women would ever run around in their underwear regardless of the location, but it was a little easier to swallow when they were in a sorority house. I asked Jim if it would be too much of a problem to redress the reception area to make it seem like we're on different levels of a high-rise instead of a single-level office. Jim liked that idea because it opened up all sorts of possibilities for us. It not only gave the ladies more room to run and hide from the killer, it also meant, and this was the genius of the stroke, that they could discover a lingerie company on another level. The sequence where these ladies become so excited when they discover these frilly and sexy undergarments, and just can't wait to try them on, is as ridiculous and infantile as anything you can imagine. But half-naked women is just about all that a film like this has to offer. 3. McGee says he had a week to write the script. He spent 5 days going in a different direction, but then realized Corman genuinely wanted a true remake, and spent 2 days redrafting. 3. Wynorski says, with the film, I took Orville's hardships to even further extremes. 2. The film is alternatively known as Tower of Terror. 3. Plot: a group of women are about to experience the most horrifying night of their lives, trapped in a deserted skyscraper, with a crazed killer at their heels. Soon, their innocent overtime duty becomes an action-filled evening of terror and suspense, yet they choose to defy the odds and fight back, trading fear for firepower in a high-stakes, all-out fight to the death. Cast: Gail Harris as Linda Dawn Grant, as Robin Harris. Karen Mayo Chandler as Diana, as Lindsay Taylor. Deborah Dutch as Jackie Cassidy, as Deborah Dare. Melissa Moore as Jessica Tess. Bridget Carney as Candy Shane. Tony Naples as Sergeant Phyllis Shalee, credited as Karen Crack. Jurgen Baum as Lieutenant Mike Block. Bob Sheridan as Cop in Lobby. Carolette Gerard as Fifi Latour. Peter Spellows as Orville Ketchum. Don Key as Brad Plimpton. Forrest J. Ackerman as Dr. Ed Newton. James B. Rogers as Messenger, as J.B. Rogers. Demonic Muir as Larry Bronkowski. Eric Baum as Agent. Amelia Sheridan as Helga. Don Peterson as Husband. Kelly Maroney as Wife, as D. Mason Keener. Greg Loy as Cameraman. Kirsten Weldon as Agent's Girlfriend. Monique Gabrielle as CD Girl, as Lucy Burnett. Ronald V. Borst as Pedestrian. Jim Wynorski as Director, uncredited.